sounds. Don't fall down my back. All right, so well, let's do this. All right, guys, it's Louisiana-herps Dominic Davis here with the Q&A that it took forever for us to film.
It took a while, but hey, we're finally here.
Yeah, we got around to it. For starters, you may be asking, who's this snake? Oh, sorry, on my neck. That's SD. He's my python. My first one, I have 3. And then that is my younger brother's.
Scary.
Yeah, it's a little bearded dragon.
He's scary.
But today we're going to be filming the Q&A, and so we have a couple of questions on YouTube we're going to go through, properly check those out. And yeah, all right. Oh yeah, we also have questions from Instagram that we can answer.
You should go follow that too.
Yeah.
louisiana_herps.
Oh, I just noticed. I'm looking at the screen we set up on the bottom so that we can
the screen
make sure we don't look like idiots. There's this big, great background behind us. That's like a really cool, almost like blanket type thing. I wonder who made that or whose photos this are. Oh wait, it's me. Yeah, y'all can have access to all these photos because I took all of these last year before I started my channel. On my Flickr account. Davis also has a Flickr account, although he doesn't post.
I posted today.
Okay, good. But they're both linked in the descriptions of each video, at least the ones that we're in together, and the ones that we are in separately. If it's just one of us, our Flickr account will be linked in that too, and they're linked to the channel. But you can check out our Flickrs. Those are where we post all of our photos. So as promised, here's our Q&A. We'll start with the Insta questions.
Well, the first question was, in general, how do you catch a snake? And that really varies. We can work on taking videos of us actually catching the snakes soon. Some of them stay really still and you can just walk up, pick them up, and then they try to bite you. Some of them don't do either and they just sit there. And some of them, you look at them and they instantly run away and you have to jump in on them. It really just takes time to learn when you can jump at one, or how to know if it's venomous right off the bat. When you just start herping, it's not as easy and you'll take forever just looking at the snake trying to figure out if it's venomous or not. Yeah. Once you get really experienced with it, you can just jump. You see it and you know exactly what it is right away and jump right on.
Yeah, how to catch it and whatnot. So there's actually a few different techniques I like to use. Usually with water snakes, I try to grab, not the tail, because if you grab them by only the tail, here I have an example. And here, buddy.
Yeah, so many people think their tail is their whole entire body, but their tail is actually just their cloaca down.
Yeah, so that's his cloaca, and right down, that's his tail. Anything above that is not. But so if you just grab onto that right there, hold their entire body weight from that.
Something that's not well supported and it just does not feel good for the snake at all.
So for at least non-venomous ones, my first thing is to get my hands on the snake. Once I have my hands on the snake, I improvise from there. You gotta get below the cloaca is what you want if you don't want to get bit. And some of them I just dismiss the fact that I'm getting bit at all. If it's non-venomous,
then we normally don't worry about it at all.
Yeah, even if it may hurt a little bit, I'd rather have
pictures of the caught the snake.
Yeah. Venomous is a little bit different. You gotta be a
venomous,
lot more.
You prioritize safety over actually catching the snake.
And you want to make certain that you want to see your area, you want to see all the wild animals in the area, you want to see the wildlife, you want to see the type of ground you're standing on. You don't want to grab a venomous snake and then sink into quicksand while you're holding a venomous snake near your face.
Before you catch it at all, you just assess where you're going. And we're not saying go out and catch venomous snakes. We've done this for a very long time.
We're very experienced.
Don't go doing it just if you're a new herper. It's just not a good idea.
And then what you end up doing is, if you have a snake hook, it's way easier than without. If you don't have a snake hook...
That's from experience.
Yeah. If you don't have a snake hook or any material at all, I would not even recommend, trying to catch the snake.
Yeah, before you go herping, you want to make sure you've got all the right materials. And hey, even invest in venom gloves. Like my dad bought some for me. They give you a better sense of security if you're actually catching the snake.
Yeah, they're like a dream. I held a little moccasin the other day with a venom glove, and that was something I never thought I'd be able to do. But you got to be really careful, depending on the snake, of course, the snake's temperament and what it is, but a lot of it is just getting your hands on the snake and then going from there. Of course, make sure you know what the snake is before grabbing it, and if you don't, you at least want to know if it's venomous or not.
Really research your snakes in your area. Around here, we know every snake here, and venomous snakes are honestly a lot easier to determine than non-venomous.
There's 46 species of snake in Louisiana, or around 46, and only like 7 of them, 2 of which look identical.
2 cars, 3 rattlesnakes,
and 2
cottonmouth, copperhead.
as long as you know which ones are venomous and you know it's not venomous, then you can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
It's way easier to I learned 7 snakes than 46.
The whole 40 or the whole 39 others.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, but yeah, see.
All right. Well, next question is really, what do you do with the snakes and other reptiles you catch?
So that's one that I get questioned about a lot. But so what we really do is we take the ones we catch and we either bring them some places to show people, or we just keep them where we're at and we take pictures. That's a big deal. We take pictures, we film them, obviously, put them on this thing, and then we, examine them. It's always fun to catch and see the different variations of wildlife. I plan into going into herpetology, and I hope to have as big of a depth of field then as I do now. So it's really important to be able to observe animals, find the unique differences for each different animal, and be able to tell, hey, is this one got something wrong with it? What's up with this guy? Is he a male? Is he a female? What's going on?
And like determining subspecies from other subspecies, that's something that takes a lot of experience still.
Yeah, is this one like a specific morph of wild snake?
Or integrate.
Yeah.
That means two,
yeah, we say
two subspecies coming together.
Or two species even, it's when two different things come together to make one that's in between that doesn't really have a specific classification. Yeah. But we take pictures and then we just release them. Or sometimes we
I was going to say relocating if like that's the reason we're there. Yeah, the farm.
4 of the 5 snakes we caught on yesterday, or 2 days ago, we posted a video that we're talking about, where we relocated 4 of the 5 snakes we caught that day because they were on a farm where the person wasn't really
4 of the 5 were on property, and then the 5th was not.
Yeah. So generally we try at least to put back into the wild. Alright, so next question, yeah. Half of what we're saying is going to be just cut out.
Oh, what's the most dangerous type of snake you've caught? So far we've just said moccasin. We haven't caught any other venomous. We're really hoping to.
Yeah, but
got a lot on our lifer list that we're really shooting for, but water moccasins so far, we've caught upwards of 10 so far this year.
No, because we caught those 2 yesterday, and then adds to, I think it was 4 that we caught this year. Or at least I've caught by myself.
I know you've caught like 3.
I've caught 7.
And then the 1 around 7. So pushing.
Yeah, 7, it's almost 10. We're
definitely going to crest 10 by the end of the year.
Definitely. Maybe even 20, 30.
Yeah, moccasins are a lot more common than we even thought, a while back.
We weren't really good at catching them last year, but
neither did we even try because we weren't as experienced as we are now.
Yeah. What's interesting is we say that that's the most dangerous snake we caught. That's simply because it's the only venomous snake that we've caught. That's the only one that could really do us any real harm, besides like maybe a few scratches from like snakes and stuff that we get on our hands when we catch them. But they're not really that dangerous. A lot of people like to think that moccasins are this super crazy life-threatening snake, when in reality they've only got
can be, but there's barely any
weirdest, craziest situation.
And that's also it bit you, and then you immediately start doing cardio.
Yeah, you start doing cardio. You don't get offended. Your leg gets infected.
Or you have like bit like right next to you.
Yeah, your leg starts to decay. Yeah, there's
anything about it.
There's certainly situations where a moccasin bite can be deadly, but usually they're not.
But in most cases, it's treatable.
Especially if you get to a hospital.
Yeah. And we're not saying go out and get bit by a moccasin or disregard. No,
it's a world of pain. It is like
and they're definitely dangerous. We're not putting not dislighting that. But
they're not as dangerous as people like to make it out. Hopefully we'll be catching. There's an argument between the 2 or 3 most dangerous snakes in Louisiana. Diamondback rattlesnakes, which you actually need a license to even handle because those are so rare. They're endangered now. The coral snakes that live here are the only
snakes don't even have anti-venom.
Yeah, they don't have anti-venom for them yet. And that's because they're so elusive. There's
ever
any
they've made anti-venom, I'm pretty sure, but it's that there's no market for it. So no one gets bit by coral snakes ever, unless you're like grabbing it and making it angry.
And even then, the people that are doing that are actively looking for them usually. Yeah. And have experience not getting bit. So yeah, it's coral snakes. They're the only elapid in Louisiana, which is fun. That's the same family cobras, coral snakes, or of course coral snakes, sea snakes, all your crazy snakes, a lot of the very venomous Australian snakes.
And fixed fangs, huh?
Yeah, they've got front fixed fangs. It's a common myth. snakes have rear fangs and that they actually have to chew in the venom. Not even, because they got front fixed. If they get that fang in you, then that's it. You got that venom in you. There's a very low chance of your survival. And then timber rattlesnakes are also, of course, extremely venomous. So
we've never found one of those. That's still on the list.
Yeah.
We've been told there are some in certain areas.
That we did go there once, but it was so bad because it just rained.
And it was also raining the entire day.
It was
you
just
didn't
wet,
even see.
nothing. We didn't even see a snake.
Yeah,
not a single one.
We saw like 2 skinks and a toad. And
Yeah, it was 2 skinks.
The whole like 6-hour day. So not fun.
But hopefully we'll go back there sometime soon and we'll catch you some timbers so y'all can see them. Yeah.
All right, next question. I think this was asked like twice. Favorite reptile and why?
My favorite reptile? If we're going to very broad, snakes, of course. I really love snakes. But if we're going to be more specific, right now, I gotta say, I love day geckos. Those are gorgeous. I really, really, really like the vipers.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, bush vipers, the crazy pattern of the temple vipers.
Yeah, the crazy colors.
Even now that I'm actually catching them, some of the moccasins we're catching have been gorgeous,
yeah,
like
been
golden
awesome.
yellows. You'll see that in a video in a couple of weeks. We caught a really pretty looking baby moccasin. But I really like vipers. It's gotta be my favorite reptile. Davis, what about you?
Yeah, broad still, I'd say snakes. They've always been my favorite. But really down to it, I've always loved cobras in general, and like the red spitting cobra is probably at the top there. And another fascinating reptile that I've always loved is chameleons, and probably the Jackson chameleon with the 3 horns is at the top of the list there.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that's that. And how many snakes have y'all caught since you started the channel?
I have this on record.
He's got a record.
So far this year, we have caught a grand total of 43 snakes. That you can't see that at all, but it's on my phone. And I'm willing to say, since we started the channel, our first video was my second day herping with a lot of them. So we subtract a diamondback from that. We subtract a broad-banded, and then we subtract 2 plain bellies, 3 plain bellies. It was like it was 7. It was 7 snakes. So if we subtract 7, it's 39 maybe.
Yeah, if you've caught 46, then 39.
Yeah. So that's about, or it would be 8. So yeah, 38. 38 is the.
Since the channels.
At least for me, that's been me. Davis may have caught a few more, a few less, but we've probably caught about the same numbers because I haven't gone on every herping expedition with him, and he hasn't come on every one with me.
Yeah, lots of them are solo.
Yeah.
Alright, next question is, discuss how we plan herping excursions, things such as when, how, and even write a script for the day.
So, basically a lot of them is probably not as well planned as they should be.
Definitely not.
If I ever have free time, and I'm not practicing, I'm in theater, if I'm not practicing my vocals and stuff, if I'm not doing homework, if I'm not running for track and cross country, then if I have free time, I immediately decide I'm going to go out into the nearby area and see what I can find. If I have extra time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that can be in Covington, at my Aunt Sarah's, where we catch a lot of our moccasins.
Which a video coming out soon.
Yeah,
those.
and a lot of slimy salamanders. Or be it at my house, when I just go on the streams and look for snakes around there. But as far as actually planning, a lot of the ones you see where it's both of us, like in the same time, it's not just clips from each person. That's actually usually planned a full couple of days.
Yeah, like
in
the video
advance.
that should be coming out tomorrow or some other time this week.
Yeah.
That was planned for about a week ahead.
Yeah.
And one
You're
thing
talking
we also
about farming, right?
Yeah, farm. And on the we talked to the lady, got permission, about a few days ahead, and we planned this out. Look for the weather. That's always one thing to do if you're getting into herping. You want to look for good weather. You want to look for good conditions in general. You don't want to come out if there's a hurricane coming through.
Yeah.
Good weather, good climate, and all that. And you start to get accustomed to what weather snakes actually come out in as well. And other planning is sometimes we'll just establish a route that we're going to walk. Or at least you do that more than I do.
Yeah, usually if I see an interesting looking place, or if I develop a new route that I walk by myself, I'll see, hey, can you come over this weekend, Davis? And you'll be like, oh yeah, sure thing, man. I can come over from this time to this time. And I'll be like, dope. And we'll go out from that time to the other time on the specific route. But Yeah, a lot of it's just finding cool places, and seeing whenever we have time, we'll just talk to it. It's not a whole lot of planning. A lot of it is very on the dot, like, yeah.
But I think over the summer there's going to be a lot more planning, because I'll be able to drive on my own, and we can drive Dominic around. And there's a bunch of places we've been marking down on our map.
Falls State Park is one I definitely want to see sometime. We have a friend of my mom's, Miss Susie, who is just the nicest.
And that was the really crappy, rainy herping day.
But I feel like she has so much cool stuff around her. I would love to go there on a day when it's not, the weather is not
that was pushing winter, like end of snake season.
Yeah.
Rainy all day. It was literally flooding. I remember I sunk down to like my thigh.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was shallow, but it wasn't. But yeah, no, we're planning on that because apparently there's timbers.
There's timbers there.
We've heard there's timbers, but who knows?
Copperheads, cottonmouths. That's a good area. You've seen my work on Jeremy's farm. I do a few. I found some salamanders there. Apparently, he has spotted salamanders there.
Yeah, and
he's in a really cool area.
Lots of copperheads,
lots of rattlesnakes,
which we're in the mood to remove.
We would take those and we would relocate them. But that'd be really cool to go out there.
I know my grandmother's house. My grandfather actually got bit by a copperhead there. He's fine, but that proves they're in the area. Yeah. So I feel like that'd be a fun day to go out there.
So we've got a few destinations.
And then again, just driving around in random places and just hoping there's a good producing creek.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Is that all on the?
That was all the questions I had.
All right. Let me.
And the other was leaf hat.
Leaf hat, yes.
That's. I filmed that.
Yeah, that'll be in a clip right here. Ah, that frog. It had a hat.
Cool frog.
Yeah. All right, let me go to YouTube.
See if there are any more.
There's a few I remember. Cam and Tate Outdoors, which is a really cool channel you also check out, along with Connor's Curiosity. Those are two of the new herping channels.
Yeah, want to put that in the description of this one?
Yeah, you can go check those out. We have two links.
Down there.
Really good herping channels. You all should check them out. We're very similar. So if you enjoy our content, you'll enjoy Cam and Tate Outdoors and Connor's Curiosity. They're pretty cool.
And his dad with him.
Yeah. So, first comment, William Coles, snakes are a myth.
False.
Alright, we have two from Cam and Tate Outdoors. Have you ever found a baby box turtle? I have not, but...
yeah, no, my mom found one once in the yard and I went and looked at it.
Those are really pretty. I'd love to find one of those.
Box turtles are awesome. They're really you can't really go to a place to find box turtles. They're stuck here.
Alright.
Box turtles all over the place. Box turtles are really, you can go somewhere, I was in Mississippi with a friend and we just pulled up to the side of a bank. I walked in the woods 4 feet and I found a box turtle. And then we were also kayaking in the middle of a lake and there was a box turtle swimming in the middle of the lake. You never really know where you're going to find box turtles. But yes, have seen a baby one. Well, it didn't get footage. It was before we even had thoughts of a channel. But we'll definitely keep on record if we find any more box turtles. Well, yeah, here's python number 2.
This is Grayson. Yeah, this was my younger brother's for a long time before he decided that he would just rather me have it.
Dude, mine's gonna get this big. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. So
and that's another video to come, Pet Showcase, where you're seeing some of these now, but you'll see them much more in depth.
Yeah.
In an upcoming video.
That'll be 200 subscribers.
We're shooting for 200?
Yeah, we're shooting for 200. Yeah. And so tell your friends you want to see all of our pets showcased. 200 subscribers.
And you can go check out Instagram. Sometimes there'll be cameos of my pets.
Yep.
Not in depth like the video will be.
Yes.
Next question.
All right. What is your favorite herp to find? Cam and Tate Outdoors.
Herp to find. That's
gotta be cottonmouth. I love finding
cottonmouths right now, but
either cottonmouths or ringneck snakes, and that's just simply
ringneck
because
snakes. For some people are so common, but for us, we've seen 2 in our whole lives.
Yeah.
Which is like a big deal.
They're so tiny. If y'all ever see footage of me, we've seen 2. If that footage ever comes out, I wasn't reacting very.
Yeah, we didn't act very much, but after it hits in, wow, we found a lifer.
That is.
And with the other one too.
They're so tiny. The ringneck snakes is my favorite thing, and they're a venomous snake. Although the venom is
don't get that wrong. You could say they're
not classified as they're even less than hognose snakes.
Yeah, their venom is used. Their venom used to kill worms.
Which is
not even kill them.
Worms are crazy.
Whoa. So it's not even kill them. It's just to make them move slower.
But yeah,
so the ringnecks can't do anything. Neither could they even bite you. Yeah, what was the next question that you got?
We have, but a snake humidifier box, it will be worth it. And also, could you explain in depth how a snake humidifier box works and how to create one? Asking for T-Wall. Thank you, Preston and Thomas. This is one of my favorite things that has happened this year. I talked about one earlier this year, a snake humidifier box. And that's what I called it. I don't even know if that's the proper termination.
No, it's you could say it's a thing.
But what it is
a moisture box.
Basically, you have a Tupperware or a
Tupperware
with
either
holds water,
dirt, sphagnum moss, wet paper towels.
And what it does is
anything that holds water,
so that a snake with stuck shed, a little bit like SD has. And to deal with that, I'm giving him a soak this evening.
Yeah, I gave mine a soak yesterday.
But it helps them shed off skin, and for pregnant female snakes, it also helps them out with like
past eggs or helps constipated snakes.
Yeah, it's a very useful thing. It's a nice thing for a snake to have, so they can adjust.
Remember, these guys come from Africa, so they need the higher, and they live in termite mounds. They need the higher-ish humidity.
Yeah, but so how do you build one? You take a Tupperware of some sort. You make sure it has holes for snakes.
And then you cut a hole in it.
Yeah,
and
big enough for your snake to pass through.
And not get stuck in. Snake ball pythons at least have a history of getting stuck in anything circular.
I saw one being stuck in a toilet paper roll, which was hysterical. But if you then put some type of medium in there, be it sphagnum moss or damp paper towels.
Sphagnum moss and like Eco Earth are good. Eco Earth is just coconut shavings. I use that.
Something that'll hold moisture really well. And once you do that, you spray it down and you close it, and it is like really humid in there. It's almost
they can go in if they need heated. Yeah, they can go in if they need humidity, and they leave whenever they feel like it. That's about it.
Yep, so that's how you build a snake humidifier box. I have to say the words RIP surf and turf. There was a crawfish at school, and stuff happened. RIP surf and turf. Rest in peace, surf and turf.
Rest in peace.
And here's one from a relative of his mom. Is it true that baby cottonmouths are more dangerous than adult cottonmouths?
Short answer, yes.
Yeah, it's really relative when it gets down to it, but basically what it is when a snake is a baby like that, they don't yet know how to control their venom.
They don't know how to control it, they don't know how much they even need to kill something.
So they just put it all out.
And also,
especially in hemotoxin, which is what they have, where it destroys cells.
Blood cells, specifically.
You definitely want less venom than more venom, because the more venom you have, the more cells it's going to destroy. So versus an adult cottonmouth, where it'll put in like maybe a few drops of venom just to make sure that you don't mess with it again. And their venom's for food. They don't want to waste their venom on you.
Maybe even a drive-by, just saying, hey, screw off.
A baby cottonmouth won't know that it'll be harmful to it to waste all of its venom.
And they also put
it just puts all of
they also put survival above food at that point. I know food and survival play hand in hand, but if babies are more nervous, or they'll see something big and be like, that's trying to kill me.
They're smaller, they're easier to kill.
In the wild, baby, everything gets picked off.
Yeah, because then they're food for birds, they're foods for bullfrogs even. I don't know if a bullfrog would really take down a cottonmouth, but they can take down baby water snakes, stuff like that. They definitely could. I've seen the Amphiuma eat a baby water snake, so they could probably, there was a video on that on the Lair page, they could definitely probably take down a baby
Many things could take down baby snakes, is what we're trying to say.
And so they're a lot more likely to just pour every single drop of venom in, and you don't want that in a hemotoxin, or any toxin really, but they are technically more dangerous. Of course, there are.
And it also depends on the temperament of the snake.
Yeah, we had the first cottonmouth I ever was able to really handle. There. Yeah, right? Look at that. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
But
that one, its temperament, it opened its mouth at us once.
It was at me. When I got there, it was just the calmest snake in the world.
No, it was at me because I was like walking next to it and talking really loud.
Yeah, if I did not fear for myself getting bitten by cottonmouths,
its temperament's like one of these
that would have been enough to where
right now.
Yeah, it was that's how it acted. But let's see. We may not find any more questions.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that is. Yep. All right.
Yep, that's it.
So that's all the questions. Yeah.
Thank
you for watching. Thank you for getting us here. 100 subscribers in like the first couple of weeks. I know I
Yeah, and by the
my
time this is
subscribers
going
from my
out, I think
old
this is
channel.
157.
Yeah, it's about 158.
158. Well, look at that.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it's
This has been amazing.
really just small channel trying to get it out there. And
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching.
All right, y'all
our
have a nice
videos
day.
in general,
Yeah.
subscribing. And thanks for the whole menagerie of everything.
Yep, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all
See
in the
y'all
next
in the
one.
next video.
All right, 321.
I think we're not.